Hi, and welcome to today's video. Today, we're going to be connecting with a particular note that I really like, and I think this is a great first note, just because this is the first note I ever learned on piano, which basically was 5 minutes ago looking on the computer. Just kidding. In the past, I actually looked, this is the reference note for anyone who plays piano of where to set their hands. It's the C note. Now, before we get started, let's go through our process of getting into the integration state of mind. Will not take long. Let's just do a quick run through of it. This is something that we practiced a long process last time. So now it's just the short process this time. So basically, we're feeling our jewelry. I've got my necklace on. Do you have your jewelry on? If not, go ahead and put it on while I get my scent out, which, as you know, is Jazz Club, which I love the smell of this. I always like to spray it on the same kind of area, and I like the back of the hand. So, in case you're around people later, you can kind of wash it off, dim it down a little bit. Um, ooh, this smells so good. So, I'm just going to do one spray. That's it, just one. Uno spray. Oh, it smells good. Okay, so I smell my scent, activating the olfactory nerve. I feel my necklace. And I start by placing my hands out in front of me, kind of like a zombie. We're getting ready for Halloween, right? Um, so now I like to flip my hands over and just allow your left hand to rise, left hand to fall. As the right hand rises, right hand to fall. As the left hand rises, feel yourself entering this state. As that hand begins to fall, the opposite hand rises. And then, as that hand falls now, the opposite hand rises. Now, keep that hand elevated and lift your arms up, both high to the sky. Take a deep breath in, raising them higher. Exhale slowly as you allow your hands to fall. Excellent. Just allow yourself to breathe. You might feel a sense of accomplishment already starting to flow through your body. Just allow that feeling to permeate through all your cells, all the fibers of who you are. You might remember a time when you accomplished something. You might just get the feeling now, deep inside, that you're accomplishing something because you're activating your power of perfect pitch starting today with the first note, the C note. Ah, you hear that? See, I love wearing headphones for this. I can hear that note kind of rippling through my ears. It's kind of interesting because it happens so automatically that I hear it kind of balancing in the center of my head between the pitch entering both of my eardrums. It's beautiful, isn't it? That C note is really beautiful. Very interesting. You know, when you hear that note, the sound waves tap your tympanic membrane. Then there's three little bones inside of your ears, and they vibrate and transfer the sound into your cochlear apparatus, basically. It's got three little canals, and inside of that is full of water or a liquid. And it kind of ripples around in these waves. Ah, a C note. There's waves kind of moving inside of our inner ear. And then there's these little tiny hairs that pick up the sound and then send them down the auditory nerve into our brain. And that's where we interpret them. Now, what if we connect some other senses right now? And the first one I want to connect is the sense of taste, right? Because that activates kind of our taste is connected to the olfactory nerve as well. It's kind of intermixed with scent and taste, kind of gets mixed together. Um, but I want to taste. So I'm going to make a little tea. So I like to, whenever I start these sessions, have a cup of hot water. Then as I hear that C note, I'm going to choose, what do I think this is? I think this is kind of a fruity note. So I've got a fruit pack. So let's see. I'm thinking blueberry. That's going to be my tea for today. What's yours? What kind of taste do you want to incorporate with this? Hmm. Sorry for all the noise. Here we go. True blueberry for me. But I am curious, what kind of taste do you want to incorporate and associate to this note, this C note? Kind of interesting. So I'll go ahead and take one. Oh, they don't even have a string on these. How fancy. Guess I'll just drop it in. So next thing I want to do is you want to make sure you have your index cards because we'll be doing a little bit of drawing. And what's really fun is I've been getting into AI art, which is such a cool opportunity to have our creativity, making it even easier to be creative, right? So I'm going to pull out a couple cards for today just to make sure. So these are going to be my cards that I'll draw on for when I get to that section. So as I hear this sound, let's see. Okay, cool. Let's see. Still need some time to seep a little bit. Here, give it a swirl here. Okay, getting a sense of that. Very nice. So I'm starting to connect with that. What kind of thing would you like what kind of vision comes to mind when you hear this? To me, I'm thinking like something elegant. Hmm. Now, what's interesting is before I started this session, I was thinking C note, like the sea, right? Like a pirate on a ship or something like that. But when I actually hear the sound, I'm connecting with it in a different way. I'm creating something different from a deeper part of my mind that I wasn't expecting. And I wonder what that means about it being even easier to remember. So for you, I want you to really think about right now, what kind of image comes to your mind? And what kind of feeling comes to your body? I'm feeling, I mean, is this note making you feel, happy, sad, mysterious, excited? calm, relaxed, in the zone, amped up. Kind of curious. What color does this one make you think of? For me, I have an item and it's a certain color, and I'm just going to go with that because I'm not sure why. It just, and I've got my pack of colored pencils because I'm going to draw with this. So that's where I'm starting. So the C note. So I already kind of know what I want to draw here. Okay, so let me see. I'm feeling focused here, but I'm hearing this. Let's see. Interesting. I wonder what it makes you think of when you hear this. Oh, am I connecting even more with it? That's the C note. So what I'm doing is I'm going to draw a picture of the item. And I'm going to go ahead and draw it with just my color that I am connecting with this item. Now, the thing is, I can't draw very good, but that's not what's important. You don't have to be the most #1 artist in the world. What you do is you just draw what you connect with it. And if you want, what's cool is we're going to take it to another level if we want to create this image even more and make it in AI Art Lab. That's going to be a separate video because it gets a little bit more techie to make an AI Art Lab style thing using different AI bots online. And the key is you're still going to want to draw. So let's go ahead and draw what we want here. I bet you're wondering what I'm drawing over here, eh? I'm wondering what you're drawing on your end of the screen too. Let's see. Let's hear it while we're drawing here. Okay, great. So now I have my drawing. I kind of have the feeling that I have. I'm going to write the name of what feeling I have on here. What would happen? I'm just curious. What would happen if, as you're looking at this image, right, you were to take a sip of whatever drink you have? Look at this image, hear the note, and feel that feeling. You know what? I feel the feeling, but I also feel it as like a color. That's interesting. Now, is there a time in my life where I've had this feeling? And there is. That's kind of interesting. I'm going to tell you about mine at the end, but I don't want to spoil yours because we're all creating a different experience here. You probably had a drink that tastes completely different from mine. You had a completely different picture than mine. You have a completely different color, a completely different feeling. But these things are starting to open up inside of yourself as you start connecting with the sound, the note C. I wonder what it means that your mind created this specific picture, this specific color, chose this specific drink to connect with this note. Wow, that feels good. Let me just a couple times of just hearing it. I wonder if you're feeling that inside because I've already started, and perhaps you have too, started to connect this feeling to you and remembering a time when you felt the feeling that this note creates, and then remembering that time. I want you to think about it. Um, Remember a time when you felt this feeling. Whatever you put on your card, whatever feeling that is, I want you to remember that time. Think of it as an image, put it out in front of you, and touch it. Okay, got it? I want you to expand it nice and wide. Pull it in close. Wrap it around you. Be there. Amplify it. Breathe it in. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Breathe in that feeling. Exhale. Connect. Great. That's awesome. Well, hey, well, why stop there, eh? Now, you know what I want to do? I want to find a scent that really represents this for me. So I'm going to pull out my all my different essential oils, and I'm gonna put a little drop on there and start to connect with it. Oh, I'm excited. How about you? This is kind of fun because this is not like listening to a bunch of random notes being played and trying to figure it out. Let's just connect. Oh, I've never opened this. So where I'm from, we're country people, and we usually all have a a knife, which does come in handy sometimes. But we all grow up like that. If you're from the city, I imagine it's not that way. But when you're from the country, at a very young age, we get a knife because you always need one. Could have used one right now, didn't have one. What do you all do in the city? Do you just use your teeth? Rip stuff open? Yeah, so I got this essential oil set open. So I'm curious which ones I have in here and which one will represent what I want. Oh, it smells good already. Gosh, it's like I need a monstrous table to actually do this, right? Oh, wow. This is kind of cool. Huh. I've got a lot of different ones. So let me see which one I think will smell good. They all kind of have intermixed with smelling to each other. How is this? Do I have to pop the top? Which one kind of has a little top? I guess I should have played with these before this video, eh? But the first note, that's how it is. Ah, there we go. I think this would be good. So let me just take my little card. I'm going to put just a couple drops of this on there. Oh. Okay. Maybe I'll even press the top to it a little. Get a little bit more intense on there. It's kind of a gentle smell. Part of me wishes I had a whole bunch of expensive colognes to spray on there. But I am trying to isolate and separate each note into their different scents. So that wouldn't exactly be the best, right? So let's see. Yeah. I don't see which one would be any more intense than this one. Maybe it just would have needed more. That's what I'm wondering. That's the thing that I'm having trouble with right now is that my cologne is stronger, I think, than this one. So let me see if I can just put more on there. If that'll do it, you know? Let's see. That is the thing about doing the first one. First one's actually the hardest one because we're just developing this pattern here. Yeah, that's better. It just needs more. That's all. It just needs more. So I'm just going to put a ton of this on there, a ton of this essential oil. Well, heck, it's only coming out a little drop at a time. Let me put some on here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's all it needs. Just needs some more. All right, pro tip, add more. Make it as strong as you'd like, really. I mean, that's what I found this is my first time using this essential oil set. So perhaps the key is just make sure that you're adding enough to your card. Like you want to actually be able to smell it, right? So cool. So now what we're going to do again is let's go ahead. Let's listen to our note. Let's think about what image comes to mind. What feeling comes to mind? Is it a person? Is it place? Is it the thing? And what is it? Now, what color are you thinking of? What color is that item? Maybe it has multiple colors, but let's say, for example, it's like, like a brown dog that has spots all over it that are blue or something, or whatever it might be. It's something very random. Well, pick something that really represents the overall color of it. Great. Now, I want you to think about what feeling it gives you inside when you see this person, place, or thing. Connect with that feeling. Connect with the time that you felt this feeling before. Okay, let's see. Make an image of it. Reach out and touch it. Expand it. Pull it close. Wrap it around you. Now take your card where you see the image. Feel the feeling. Oops, sorry. Smell the scent. And allow the integration to occur. See. Do you see how this is connecting? New neural pathways. Repeat the process. Hear the note. See the item. See the color. How's it feel? Connect to a time where you felt this before. Create that time as an image and touch it. Pull it in closer and amplify the feeling. Now lift up your card that you drew your picture on with your color and wrote the word of the feeling on. Smell the essential oil scent that you put on the card. And connect. Because you're naturally and automatically connecting with your power of perfect pitch. Today you're building a connection with the C note. As that note just starts to permeate through your body, really sense what it means on all layers. The color, the item, the scent, and don't forget, if you've prepared a drink, let's have a drink to really replenish ourselves with this connection. So, C note. Mmm. Oh, that tastes good. Go through this process in your own way because the order of the process may be important to start, but as we start to develop these new pathways, maybe you're getting the smell, connecting that with the C note. Maybe it's just the picture that's really showing you how you're connecting, right? Like, I didn't know I was going to draw this. That's the cool thing, that there's a part of my brain that's even deeper than conscious thought. That it's like before I heard this note, I thought I was going to see something, that I was going to connect with this, and I thought I'd be really, really slick. The C note, I would definitely have like a sea monster, C, C, C. But that's not the case. I got this. And I wonder what that means, that your drawing is connecting you even deeper to this C note because you deserve it. The power of perfect pitch. What about this scent drew me to that? Because I didn't know what this scent was going to be, but now it's connected. And I'm feeling this feeling because I'm remembering a time where I've felt like this before. And, at the end, we'll do a little debrief because in your journal, I want you to write down about this because that's what I'd love you to do is keep a little journal where you write down, hey, today I did the C note and I drew a picture of this and my color was this. And it made me feel this. And this is the memory that I connected with this. And this is the scent that I did. And this is the tea I was drinking. And this means something about how you're changing in ways that are wonderful for you to connect to every note in a new and different way. Now, these aren't meant to be long sessions. This is about right. This is about a half an hour. Now, the key is throughout your day to day, I didn't mean to do that, no pun intended, but see if you notice this note coming up in the music. And it's okay if you don't notice it completely yet. Maybe it's one of those things that in the days and weeks to come, you're going to start really hearing this note more clearly and crisply. Or perhaps you'll just start feeling these feelings when it becomes more prominent in a song. You'll be like, I didn't really hear that note, but I'm feeling a certain way, or, some sort of image is popping into my mind. Now, it'd be cool as if the smell pops into your mind. This smells great, actually. It's almost like the more it's starting to dry, it's kind of getting into the air for me. Well, so that's your session for today. So I want you to take a few minutes after this to write in your journal and also just breathe. Connect with this card and keep it kind of in a place that you can so that you can smell it whenever you want and reconnect with it. There will be some audios connected with this just for, like a nighttime meditation. If we do a little meditation thing, only a couple minutes, 5 minutes before bed, listen to the audio and just allow your mind to process and marinate this throughout the night. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. And in the next video, we're going to go over another note. I do try to separate these, doing one note per day. You don't want to overload your mind. You want to allow it to make a connection. Okay. Thanks for joining me and take care.